you doing, folks? Welcome to our conversations. My name is George, and today I'm hopping in with a very quick one. Thank you very much for joining us in our conversations. You know, Honda So Ichiro. You can tell I've been practicing, right? Honda So Ichiro. We would write it as So Ichiro Honda. Was the founder of the brand Honda. Everybody knows of Honda vehicles around the world. He is the first Japanese to be inducted into the Automobile Hall of Fame. And he reached dizzy heights of success. But it wasn't always so. And in fact, for many, many years, over 40 years, he suffered rejection, he made mistakes, things didn't happen for him. But in an interview, he said that one of the greatest thrills for him was when he made plans and those plans failed. So he made mistakes along the way. The thrill was looking into why did this happen and getting ideas to then improve his product. And so today we're talking about mistakes. And the title is Built to Last. Don't crown your mistakes. You see, Honda So Ichiro had what you would I call a growth mindset. And as you know, people with growth mindsets are those people who are willing to learn from their mistakes, to take on challenges, and they're always on a growth path. They may not know something today, but they know that with application and dedication, they will be able to learn it and even master it. And so they are open to challenge, and which is a great thing to have. It's a great mindset to have. You see, mistakes and failures along the way are a part of life. Everybody makes mistakes. So along the way, life's journey through your business cycle, indeed through your life cycle, you are going to make mistakes. That's a given. But you are also going to have great successes. And the trick is to learn from your mistakes. Because, as I said, people with a growth mindset will embrace those things and learn from them. In fact, some of the most profound insights and lessons that successful people have heard have come via the route of the mistakes that they have made. They have put together plans, strategies, etc., and made mistakes along the way. But they have benefited from it and benefited mankind because they were willing to take a dip at it, make the mistakes, learn, and move on. The trick, though, is not to wallow in that mistake, to spend time on it, but to learn from it and become better. So here are 4 things for me that I would recommend you do whenever you make your mistakes, which, as I said, as surely as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, you are going to make mistakes. So what are the things? So the first one for me is to accept that you have made a mistake. You know, you will be amazed at the number of people who are not willing to accept that they have made a mistake. So the very first thing is to say, yes, I've made a mistake. And then the second thing for me is to do a quick post-mortem and glean the lessons from the mistake that you have made. Quick post-mortem, what are the lessons from this? And then number 3 for me is, what would you do differently as a result of this mistake? So you're asking yourself, what would I do differently if the same situation were to arise tomorrow? Because if you've learned your lesson, now you have benefited from it. So that's number 3 for me. And then number 4, which I think is really the critical part, is move on. Move on. Accept that you made the mistake, but then quickly move on. Move on very quickly. Don't wallow, as I say, in a mistake. Don't put the mistake on a pedestal and crown it. Don't crown the mistake. Don't crown it. Treat it as a mistake. Learn from it and quickly get ahead. Don't reverence it, as it were, and then put it in a place where, oh, the sky is falling and this is the end of the world. No, it isn't the end of the world. So don't crown it. And in fact, somebody says, don't throw a pity party for it. Don't throw a pity party. Because you see, very few, or if anyone, will show up. So when something like that happens, learn from it and then quickly move on. All right. So that was a quick one from me in our series, Built to Last. And this is, don't crown your mistakes. Learn from them. Adopt a growth mindset. And what have I got to learn from this? And then move on and become a better person. Because successful people are not people who don't make mistakes. No. They are people who make mistakes, but use that as a springboard to get to the next level. Because for each lesson, for each mistake you make, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. Remember, I keep saying to you all the time, folks, that we exist on 3 levels, right? There's the intellectual level, your 5 senses. Then your physical level, the body, the actions that you do. But there's a spiritual level. And all these things, some of them are meant for your good. So when something happens, examine it, do a quick postmortem. What is it? Then learn from it and then move on. This is George. Hey, communicate with us, really. Tell us what you have learned from this lesson. What's been your aha moment here? What would you do as a result of listening to this lesson? All right? Are you going to learn from it? What are you going to do about it? Connect with us, if you can. Connect with us. Let us know how you feel. And share this video with your colleagues. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube page. And hey, we will see you again tomorrow, Thursday, for the last one in this series. Hey, it's a series that one could go on and on. But as I said yesterday, there are many, many of these lessons, habits that you are out there. Pick and choose your ones that suit you, that will help you, that will develop you, and that will grow you to be the person that you've always been meant to be. And that is a successful person who lives with what? Who lives with intention. All right? Take